Man, this is fantastic. Look at this. Y'all are great. Thank you for our maiden voyage of Maiden Tennessee Songwriter Series. We're so glad you guys are here. How many people have seen a real live songwriter show before? Oh, man. You guys are gluttons for punishment. Fantastic. Well, then you know what this is about, but for those of you who don't, we are world famous songwriters, which means you don't know who in the hell we are. We're hoping you know our music, and we're here to play you songs we've written and tell you the stories behind them and just generally make stuff up. So I am the lovely and talented sexual napalm, Bob DiPiero, your host. And I got some great folks that you're gonna love. Got some returning people like the man from Memphis, Tennessee. He is made in Tennessee, Rutherford.
Thank you very much.
And the cute one, the pretty one, and that's terrible. That's very sexist, isn't it? I'm so sorry. One of the best singer-songwriters today. Besides being in a band called Pistol Andes, Miss Angelina Presley. Can I get more monitor, please, guitar and vocal? And last but not least, this man has won Grammy Awards, he's won CMA Awards, he's won ACM Awards, and he just won the lottery. He made $834. Mr. Tim Nichols.
How we doing? Thank you.
Okay, how about some music? I'll start it off here.
Bob, you're right. We were talking about this before the show. It is a Walgreens across the street, not a Dwayne Reed.
It's so very important, no?
You know, I can see it right through the window now. There it is, Walgreens.
Called me a no good liar.
I didn't do that. How are y'all? Are y'all as excited about being here as I am? I'm so glad to hear it. Me too. I'm stoked. I haven't been at Joe's Pub in a long time.
Country rock.
I agree. So do you. So does New York City.
I never realized we had so many rednecks in New York City. It's fantastic. It's just fantastic.
There's a bunch of them up here. I tell you, every time I come here, I can't wait to get here. And then the wheels touch down, and the pilot slams on the brakes, and I hit my head on the seat in front of him. That runway at LaGuardia is short. They got to stop in a hurry. And then I walk into LaGuardia Airport. I said, man, if I was going to judge the city by the airport I'm coming into, I'd turn around and go home. Let's be honest, you know. I mean, it's a great city. It's wonderful people. I love this place. But LaGuardia sucks. Man, that's a rough place. I was out there a few years back. It's been many years, actually. And it was a beautiful day, and my flight had been canceled. So I had 5 or 6 hours to kill, and I had a guitar on my back. So I walked out to the curb and kind of found a curb with some sunlight, you know. I sat down and started playing my guitar. Found out your cops up here don't like us any better than they like us in Nashville. I played for a little while, but they ran me back inside. But I started this song that I'm gonna play for you. And when I came in, I had a sort of a starting realization. I had to call my wife. I said, babe, I need a favor. And she said, what's that? I said, well, see, my flight was canceled, and so I'm not gonna get back until like 6 p.m. and I can't come home. I gotta be on a plane at 7. I'm going to wherever it was I was going. And she said, well, that's okay, we'll see you Wednesday. My wife's saying that now. Come on, guys. Y'all are laughing. That's fun. That's not funny. That's sad. It's fine. We'll just see you Wednesday. I said, well, that too. But the real problem is that I need you to meet me at the airport with a suitcase full of clean clothes. And I may give you a suitcase full of dirty ones. And it was a very long, uncomfortable silence on the phone. And finally, she came on and she said, one time, big boy. One time. I said, well, this is the time I need it. She met me, got love her, we traded suitcases, I went on to the next town. I came back, and the first appointment I had when I got back in town was David Lee Murphy. Y'all know David Lee Murphy? Sure you do. He sang, there might be a little dust on the bottom, don't let it fool you about what's inside. You remember that song, right? David Lee Murphy, give him a hand, absolutely. So I sat down with David, and I said, man, you know, I was in New York, and I was sitting on the curb, and the cops and the whole deal, and this is what I came up with. And I kind of played it. He says, man, that sounds like this title I've been carrying around. I said, what's your title? And he told me, and I said, this is going to be a good day. And we wrote this song. To this day, Kenny Chesney thinks we wrote it specifically for him. It's not true. We wrote it for Rivers and David Lee Murphy. But if you're
selfish.
Yeah, well, that's my middle name. If you ever run into Kenny, don't tell him any differently. Kenny sells a lot more records than I do. I need him, all right? And he sings it better than me too. But here's my version. Well, the body's a temple, that's what we're told. But I treated this one like an old honky tonk. Crazy cheeseburgers and cheap cigarettes. They tell me they'll get me if they ain't got me yet. Man, I've been living that fast forward. They hillbilly rock star out of control. Living that fast forward. Oh, and I need to rewind real slow. My friends are rude, settled down. Them nice little houses on the outskirts of town. They work in their offices, they drive SUVs. They pray for their babies and they worry about me. 'Cause I've been living that fast forward. You've been a rock star out of control. Living that fast forward. Yeah, I need to rewind real slow. I'm always running, suddenly gone, and I've had a good time, it's true. But the way that it's going, it's time that I toned it down. Ain't not your tune. Showed y'all that I wasn't just a pretty face. Oh, y'all sing this with me, come on. You know the words. Here we go. I've been living your turn. Oh, yeah, hillbilly rock star. A lot of country music bands living fast forward. Ooh, and I need to. One more time, come on. Yes, ma'am, I can sing way down low. Yeah, I can sing way down low. 'Cause that's what a country boy does, you know. When he gets up to the city of apples and dough. And good-looking women, you know. And I still got some miles to go. Sound great.
I knew this because it's right in your face. That thing was right in your face. Say hello to Angelina Presley, would you please?
Well, I get hit by a car every time I come to New York City. It's so fast, I always forget. It's like the transition between south to here is, I'm not fast enough for it. I always get a little nip in the butt before it sinks in that people will run you down. So these guys are going to sing hit after hit after hit, and I'm not. But I'm prettier than they are, so.
Well, now wait a minute. Hold on a second. But did you say you're prettier than we are? Do you know that?
No, Bob said it at the beginning of the show.
Then y'all you didn't even see us with our shirts off.
I was repeating Bob. Yeah.
No, not gonna happen. 20 years ago, maybe.
Nobody's waxed.
I did it one time, and here's a song about it. I forgot that this song did get cut by an artist. How did Nichols cut this song before I did? Knocked up, shame, shame. I'm gonna ruin my family. Now here comes. Wood grain's been a trigger. Belly fall back in a shotgun. With
they ask us, people want to know where we get these song ideas. Where do these song ideas come from? And so we're going to talk a little bit about that this evening, because by the time this evening is over, we want you to feel like you know songwriters a little better.
I think the song I played was self-explanatory.
Yes.
He's 8 now.
Songs can come from real life.
Wow.
This song came from a book on tape that I've been listening to. It was a bad book on tape. It was not good. Not good, but I started it. I was determined to finish it, to see it through to the miserable end. And I got about halfway through it. The main character in the book, his name was Texas Jack Carmine. And things weren't going well for Texas Jack Carmine in Texas. So Texas Jack decided he needed to get out of Texas, and the way he was going to decide where to go was he was going to flip a coin. Heads, he was going to go to California. Tails, he was going to go to Mexico. That's kind of what I thought when I heard that. Sounds like a song idea that I believe I can turn into commerce. I wrote it, put it in Jody Messina's mailbox. Several months later, Jody Messina put a big check in my mailbox. Beautiful. Hey babe, what do you say we just get lost? This song was a really big hit. And I play it a lot, all over the country, and without fail, except for just now. After I sing that first line, the audience always erupts with thunderous applause. I mean, these guys, they can tell you, right? Rivers, Bob, right?
I mean, sometimes, just as a suggestion, a lot of times women will throw their underwear.
And in this new day and age, men will throw their underwear too.
Be quiet about what New York City.
That's true. But I have noticed with a lot of the ladies' underwear, they're a little large sometimes. I could wear myself sometimes. I haven't, but I could. So I've just kind of gotten used to the thunderous applause, and I got to tell you, I do like thunderous applause, and so timing is everything. So you all look like a pretty sharp group. I'm thinking you catch on quickly, so I'm going to give you another opportunity to make me feel really good, not only about myself, but about my life's work. Hey babe, what do you say we just leave the horse town like two lovers without a call? I've got people in Boston, ain't your daddy still in Des Moines? We can pack up tomorrow, tonight let's flip a coin. Oh, here's Caroline, tails California, somewhere green, somewhere warmer, up in the mountains, down by the ocean, where it don't matter, long as we're going somewhere together. I've got a quarter, here's Caroline, tails California, yeah. We can load what we own in the factory U-Haul van. Couple modern day Moses searching for the promised land. We can go 400 miles before we stop for gas. We can drive for a day, then we'll take a look at the map. Oh, here's Caroline, tails California, friendly group here.
It's very friendly. They always are.
Like it.
They're nice folks. And they're clean. Very clean.
Look American. Look American.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear it.
So look here, drunk American.
Oh, wow. I have to get drunk to say drunk American. This song comes from real life. This is a real true story about someone I know, and before I sing it, I just got to say I'm originally from Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio. Oh, beautiful, nice, Steel Town, Youngstown. But I moved to Nashville. Oh man, many moons ago. So I feel like I am. It's like Dances with Wolves, you know. I'm like Dances with Rednecks or something, you know. I've been accepted into the tribe, but one of the first things I learned was you can say anything about anybody as long as you follow it up with bless her heart. Anything. She has gained 60 pounds, bless her heart. Stuff like that. So this song is about a real life person. Her name is Connie. And Connie, bless her heart, is the black sheep of the family. And if you knew this family, we're talking about deep black. Connie actually worked in Branson, Missouri. You know what Branson is? Branson is like Las Vegas for Baptists. There's not a lot of alcohol, but you can get macaroni and cheese on every street corner. And Connie worked at the 8 a.m. That's not p.m. 8 a.m. early bird show. They actually have people, musicians playing at 8 o'clock in the morning. And being a recovering Catholic as I am, if you believe in purgatory, you are the bass player in that band at the 8 a.m. early bird show. You're going, oh man, another 10,000 years and I'll be out of this. Oh. But Connie worked there, and she's really this girl. So I called it the Ballad of Connie. Now Brooks and Dunn called it, you can't take the honky tonk out of the girl. Well, Connie came back for a second cousin's wedding. First time she'd been home in a year or two. Just in time for the rehearsal. That crazy Connie was went from balls out to balls in. Because we're professionals. Because we are the best in our price range. Well, it's 9 a.m. in front of that church, and people going nuts just looking for the groom. And someone says, "Hey, by the way, where's Connie?" She ran off with that boy to Cuckoo. Yeah, she went to LA, from New York City. I wanna get around the world. You take the girl out of the honky tonk, but you can't take a honky tonk. Take a honky tonk out of the girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, can't take it out of the girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you.
Howdy.
Thank you very much. Connie thinks you from Branson. She thinks you do. How about some more Rivers Rutherford? He's coming in.
Hey, yeah, that was awesome, Bobby. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. One might say I was made in Tennessee.
There you go.
Yeah, we like to call it Memphis City. I mean, being honest, you know, it's pretty much, in fact, most people from Tennessee won't even claim to be in the same state as Memphis. But that's where I'm from. I grew up about 3 blocks from the Graceland Mansion. Yeah. I went about 60 miles south of Memphis to go to college. Went down to Ole Miss, University of Mississippi. And, no way. Well, I heard Eli, of course. Yeah, Eli's a rebel. Now, are you a rebel fan?
No.
In my heaven, lightning would strike you right now. You just said the sacrosanct words.
Roll Tide.
No. Roll Tide, Alabama, huh? You know, if you're in Birmingham and you see a guy wearing an Alabama hat, excuse me, if you're in Birmingham and you see a guy wearing an Auburn hat, chances are that guy went to Auburn. If you're in Birmingham and you see a guy wearing an Alabama hat, chances are he went to Walmart. I'm just telling you, am I right? Am I right? Of course. Well, look, I went to Ole Miss and I met this guy when I was down there. He was a publisher up in Memphis. And he'd done a stint in Nashville. He went to Memphis and then Nashville and then back to Memphis and then back to Nashville. I caught him on his second row in Memphis. And he had a Tuesday in 1968 where he was making records. He was producing Neil Diamond during the day and Elvis at night. And on this particular Tuesday, he recorded, I'll be holy. You know this song? Yeah, right? And then he turned around and sang, Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Okay, y'all are great and all, but that's enough. It's my story. But that was during the day, and then when Neil, this is on Tuesday, when Neil was leaving the studio, Elvis was walking in and they cut, When the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little bitty child was born in the ghetto. got a little erotically charged there at the end. That was good. That wasn't enough for him. Holly Holy, Sweet Caroline, and the Ghetto, they wrapped off the evening by saying, I'm caught in a trap. I can't work out. Come on, help me. When I love you too much, baby. They had to cut 4 classic #1 records in one day. Crazy. But when he met me, he says, I'm going to give you $100 a week to write songs with me. And I said, well, I knew you were a genius, but I didn't realize you were that smart. No, I didn't say that at all. I said, thank you very much. I'll take it. And he called me one day, he says, Rivers, have you ever heard of the Highwaymen? I said, no, sir, I haven't. He says, you're kidding. I said, no. He says, you ever heard of Willie and Waylon and Johnny Cash and Christmas stuff? I said, oh, sure. He says, well, that's the Highwaymen. I said, okay. He said, well, look, man, you're really not a country music fan, are you? I said, not really. At that time, I was young, I was 20 years old, you know. I said, no, I don't really like it. I like rock and roll, I like R&B music. He says, well, look, do yourself a favor. Go buy the Highwayman album and listen to the song, The Highwayman, and write me the sequel. I said, really? Like, for those guys? He says, no, it'd be good exercise for you. And I got offended. I'm thinking, you know, I'm a professional songwriter, and he's giving me a freaking exercise? Are you kidding me? You know. But I did it. I wrote a song, and I drove to Memphis, and I played it for him. And he says, yeah, that's good. Went back to school. I figured that was the end of my career in the music business, you know. He called me a couple of weeks later. He says, can you come up at this studio on Monday and gave me an address, you know. I said, you ever do some like demos or something? And he says, yeah, something like that. I said, okay. I opened the door of the studio on Monday morning, and there was Willie and Waylon and Johnny Cash and Christmas stars. Yeah. And Glenn Campbell had come by to say hello to everybody, you know. When I walked in, of course, everybody got dead silent because I had like a black leather jacket and lizard skin boots and a fraternity boy mullet.
Nice.
Mullet, yeah. So it got real quiet, and my buddy Chips looks at me and he says, Rivers, play your song for these boys. I said, well, I like them, you know, because I was too young to know any better. I was 20 years old. Hey, can we turn the mic and the guitar just a skitch in the monitor? Thank you. And, oh yeah, oh, now I sound good. Good, thank you. So anyway, I said, well, I knelt down and I played my song. When I got finished, Chris Christopherson says, well, hell, that's right up our alley. I said, far out. And I went out and I sang the scratch while their band recorded my song, you know. Johnny Cash went and he sang his part, and he says, hey kid, you want to come out here and teach me your song? I'm having trouble with the melody. So I got in a little vocal booth with Johnny Cash and I taught him my song. And when I came back in the control room, Waylon Jennings was sitting at the console, and he turns around and he says, hey kid. I said, yes sir. He says, I want to ask you a question. I said, what's that? He says, were you scared out there in that little room with Johnny Cash? But again, I was a kid. I didn't want anybody to know. I wasn't giving it up for anybody. I was scared of nothing. And I looked Waylon Jennings in the eye and I said, no, I wasn't scared. He looked back at me like this and he goes, shit. And he was right, because at that point I think I might have. Johnny Cash said, the first song I had recorded, Johnny said, I am a shotgun rider for the San Jacinto line. The desert is my brother, my skin is cracked and dry. I was riding on a full coach, and everything was fine, till we took a shorter road to save some time. The bandits sold me fine once they shot me in the chest. But They may have wounded me, but they'll never get the best of better men. And I'll ride again. And Waylon Jennings said, I am a river gambler. I make a living dealing cards. My clothes are smooth and honest, but my heart is cold and hard. I was shuffling for some Delta boys on a boat for New Orleans. I was the greatest shark they'd ever seen. But the captain bumped a timber and an ace fell from my sleeve. They threw me overboard as I swore I didn't cheat, but I could swim. And I'll ride again. And they all said, we are heroes of the homeland, American remains. We live in many faces and answer many names. We will not be forgotten. We won't be left behind. Our memories will live on in mortal mind. And poets pen, and we'll ride again. And then old Willie Nelson, he stepped out to the microphone and he stepped up and he said, hey kid, you want some of this? No, that's not what he said. He said, I am a Midwest farmer. I make a living off the land. I ride a John Deere tractor. I'm a liberated man. But the rain, it hasn't fallen since the middle of July. And if it don't come soon, my crops will die. The late man says he likes me, but there's nothing he can do. He tells me that he's coming, but the clouds are coming too. He ain't my friend. And I'll ride again. Chris Christopherson said, I am an American Indian. My tribe is Cherokee. My forefathers loved this land. They left it here for me. But the white man came with boats and trains and his dirty factory, and poisoned my existence with his deeds. Nature is our mother, we are sucklings at her breast, and he who tries to beat her will lose her to the rest. They'll never win. We'll ride again. They'll never win. And I'll ride again.
Everybody there.
Oh, thank you.
That song was made in Tennessee right there.
Thank you.
Angelina Presley. Isn't that great dress? I love that dress.
I'm dressed like the Grand Ole Opry tonight.
You are. I love
Which is also made in Tennessee.
it. That's right.
I'm just gonna pass. I can't follow that.
Just open your mouth and
I
sing, and people are
mean,
like,
Waylon, my bass player played with Waylon a couple times.
I got Waylon Jennings t-shirt on.
Sorry, guys. Yes, we're complete with that.
I saw an interview with Waylon Jennings when I first moved to Nashville, and this guy was interviewing him, and he said, well, Waylon, we've heard all about the stories about you and back in the day and taking all those pills and all that split speed you used to take, and what do they call them, black beauties? Why'd you quit taking them? And Waylon said, well, they quit making them. I'm not making that up. Are we good, Angela?
We're good.
Come on.
That's Rivers tuning now, not me. So I guess the only thing I can do to follow that is, me and a friend of mine were on the road, and we told our tour manager that if he didn't have us somewhere tomorrow where we could have some fun, that we were going to fire him. Because it's not really fun on the road. Sometimes, or ever. Anyway, so we woke up and we looked out the window, and our bus was parked right beside a water slide. A water slide was actually touching the window of our bus. It was that we were at the Mall of America. And we went in and we rode roller coasters all day long. And then we came back out and we wrote this song together. And maybe y'all have heard it, because I do have one hit. He's got the bullets, I got the gun. You put the bottle on, I hit the gas. I heard the 55 could really awesome ass. I'm feeling frisky, you're feeling good. I guess the whiskey is doing what it should. I got the cigarettes, you got the lighter. And when the sun will down, we're starting with a fire. Ain't no use in trying to slow me down. You're running with the fastest girl in town. Ain't you, baby? My reputation follows me around. Just makes me wanna give 'em more to talk about. Let's go to town for a little while. I'll be wearing nothing but a tattoo and a smile. Ain't no use in trying to slow me down. 'Cause you're running with the fastest girl in town. Ain't you, baby? I like them crazy. I see the blue lights, we better run. Pull out the bottle and I'll hide the gun. If it pulls us over, I'll turn on the charm. You'll be in the slammer and I'll be on his arm. Ain't no use in trying to slow me down. 'Cause you're running with the fastest girl in town. Ain't you, baby? Well, I told you I was crazy. And I ain't nobody's baby. He's got the bullets, he's got the gun. I got the hankering for getting into something.
Angaleena
She's like the female version of Waylon.
She kind of is.
Yeah!
Timmy Nichols.
So far we have learned that songs can come from real life, bad books on tape, exercise.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy relatives.
Crazy relative.
This song came from the produce section of the morning paper. Videlia onions were in season. They were on sale at the grocery store. And I got to thinking, Videlia, I like the way that sounded, Videlia. I got to thinking, what if instead of an onion, Videlia was a girl? Now, I will tell you a big part of successful songwriting is about problem solving. The first problem I had to solve with Videlia was, why would any couple in their right mind name their baby girl after an onion? So I got to thinking, well, maybe her dad was an onion farmer. That's what I thought.
I went to high school with a girl and her name was I'm a Pig.
What?
She never, I'm sorry. Almost.
I'm a pig.
Are you serious?
Yes, but she married a guy whose last name was Pig.
Oh.
Yes, and her first name was Amma. That's true love, y'all. That's what that
That's an unfortunate circumstance.
That's what I was
I'm
thinking.
sorry.
That's very unfortunate. Hi.
Wow.
Nice to meet you.
Bless her heart. That's right.
I'm a
Wow.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Wow. Well, I decided the whole onion farmer thing sucked. That was not good. Then I got to thinking, you know, a lot of times when it's the first baby, couples will name the baby a combination of their names. I thought, well, that could fly. That could work. I'm trying to get to Videlia. So if her mama's name was Violet and her daddy's name was Dale, yes, excellent. Videlia. Problem solved. Big hit. Bushels of money. It's just that easy. There ain't nothing so precious as a firstborn child. What to call their little angel, they wondered for a while. Your dear mama Violet, so proud, Daddy Dale, I know when the news it surely meant well, but Videlia, girl, won't you tell me why? Sweet Videlia, you've always got to make me cry.
That's country music. That's finest right there. Come on, baby.
I never paid no attention to the girls before till the day I saw you standing in the Sunday school door. One boy sort of snickered when the roll was read till you laid the word of God upside his head. Videlia, girl, won't you tell me why? Sweet Videlia, you've always got to make me cry when I try to get too close. Seems like we've always been almost just one step or two away from true love. Now I love the way you talk, I love the way you kiss, I love to get away with you alone like this. If I could just mention just one little thing, Videlia, would you stop living up to your name, Videlia? Girl, won't you tell me why? Sweet Videlia, you've always got to make me cry. Videlia, hey,
Hey, before we go on, I just want to let you know that these shows are brought to you by the state of Tennessee, because it's all about made in Tennessee, and there's a lot of great stuff that gets made in Tennessee. You know, there's Jack Daniels, oh yeah, there's Cuckoo clusters, and there's all kind of good stuff.
Lots of Bibles.
And what is it?
Bibles.
Bibles get made in Nashville, Tennessee.
Don't we look the biggest Bible printing? Bow
Yes.
ties. I just got a dog and his name is Bow Tie.
That's so good. So we've got all kind of cool stuff, but we are prejudiced because all this music is made in Tennessee, and we're proud of that. And we're proud to come up here and play it for you. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you so much. And if I may, young lady, could you hand me that poster? Because if I get out of the seat, I'm going to fall into your French fries. This is the made in Tennessee poster, specially made for this event. And as a gift, all of you are going to be receiving one of these posters on your way out tonight. So that's for you. And to let you know how much we appreciate you coming in and supporting Made in Tennessee. And if that weren't enough, I got to read this because I can't believe it's true. If you get this poster, what you need to do is download the Made in Tennessee app and follow the instructions, and you will hear music by Tim Nichols, you'll hear music by Angelina Presley, you'll hear music by Rutherford, and you'll hear music by Bob DiPiero. So thank you for supporting this great night, great show. If you like this, we'll be back, my God. So there it is. Now I'm not gonna lie, this next song, half of it was written in Tennessee, but well, maybe 2/3 of it. The first third of it started out in London, England. I had been over there to I've been over there to help a friend of mine record an album, and that's the first time I've been out of the country actually going, and this is a while back, and you know, and I get over there and everything is ancient. It's ancient over there. What do we have? Disneyland. They actually have 700-year-old churches, 800-year-old churches, 1,000-year-old things made of stone. And so, and every night, the English are very proper. And every night at 5 o'clock, studio would close, and everyone in the studio would go to the local pub. And I went with them. And I'm used to Budweiser. Over there, their beer is different from our beer. It's warm and it's strong like a crazy man. So I'm one of those guys, if one is good, 4 has to be great. So I had actually it was 6, but I come out of the pub, heading back to the studio, and there across the street is this 700-year-old church. And I'm looking at it, and I have to walk over there, and I try to hug this church. My arms around it. I love you, church. You're fantastic. You're just great. The next day, I flew back to the U.S., and it was a brutal flight, I gotta tell you. So we're coming into Nashville, and I look down, and I see the Cumberland River. And I'm going, oh, Cumberland River. So the next day I'm writing a song I said, what if we write a song called Church on Cumberland Road? And so we did. Just about a mile off 109, there's a little church laying back in the pine. Oh, that little girl, she was gonna be mine. Wasn't this bright? She was standing there crying. Oh, you know, pour out, pour, you got what you put down on the floor. Yeah, we did rockin' all night, but don't you know, got to get to the church on the Cumberland Road. Billy's passed out in the back, but I think he's alive. Bobby got his head hanging over the side. You wanna do it 95, was a man with the man I thought you said you would ride. I didn't know for that road, so church on the Cumberland Road. Yeah, we're going to Four Rivers. Where's Rutherford? Shooting do on a honeysuckle vine, warmer than noon on the 4th of July. Sweetest little girl I ever have known is waiting on the church at the Cumberland Road. Oh, and go for that board, so slow. God, put your foot down on the floor. Yeah, we been rocking all night, but don't you know, got to get to the church on the Cumberland Road. Yeah, we been rocking all night, don't you know, got to get to the church on the Cumberland Road. Get it to the church, Cumberland Road, Cumberland Road. Rutherford. Yes.
That's strong, man. I love that song.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You never play that.
Well, I was just feeling it, man.
I don't see. I've done 50 shows about DiPiero. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that song. But I've never been around with you when you're doing it. That's awesome. If I wrote that song, I'd play it every night before I went to bed. What?
You know what, man? And I'll tell you, you want to hear the story behind the song. You heard the story behind the song. But here's the postscript. There was this band getting together in Nashville, Tennessee. And they decided to see if they could sing good together. So they sang Church on Cumberland Road. And after they sang that song, they decided that maybe they should put a band together and sing. And that band was Rascal Flatts. But those bastards never recorded that song. And I'm really pissed at them. But I forgive them, bless their hearts. Rivers Rutherford, ladies and gentlemen.
They say behind every successful songwriter stands an astonished father-in-law. It's a fact. I mean, I'll be honest with you, my father-in-law still isn't quite sure about that whole music thing, you know. One spring morning in 1992, my wife was, at the time, my girlfriend. She was sitting across the floor from me, cross-legged, right in the middle of the floor, and she was crying her eyes out, and she was saying, "Yes, yes, I will marry you." And all I remember thinking is, hell, I don't even remember asking. Apparently, I asked her. I thought I'd be rude to take it back, so I just kind of went with it, you know. But when we told my father-in-law that we were going to get married and I was going to move her to Nashville to write hillbilly music, yeah, that went over, you know, like a... Yeah, like that Baby Ruth did in the swimming pool in Caddyshack. Not a real popular decision we made there, you know. But anyway, years later, I woke up and it really hit me that I never asked my father-in-law if I could marry his daughter. And I felt really bad about it, you know. Because that's a big thing no matter where you are, but especially in the South. I mean, you don't ask a girl to marry you without talking to the dad first, and I did it. And so I wrote this song, and I called him on the phone, and I said, Will, because that's his name, Will. I said, Will, hey, you know, I always felt bad because I didn't ask you first. He said, well, look, you know, hey, that's been a long time ago, and I can tell it's still bothering him, you know. I said, well, I've apologized to you before, but let me tell you again, I'm very sorry. He said, well, hey, look, you know, you weren't marrying me, you were marrying her. And I said, well, that's very big of you, I appreciate it. I said, look, I want you to know I wrote a song. It's kind of a story of how I wished it had gone. And he said, all right. And I said, yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of how I wished it had gone. It's also, it's an apology. I mean, I'm kind of, it's my way of saying I'm sorry to you and putting it in stone for the whole world to see. And he said, all right. I said, well, I mean, it just got recorded. It sounds like it's going to be a big hit to me. I don't know. He said, all right. I said, well, damn it, you know. And it did. It came out, and it was a big #1 hit, and the whole deal. And he never even said, all right. So I love my father-in-law, but instead of singing this for him, like I usually do, I think I'm going to sing it for my daughter Maggie. I've got 2 girls and 2 boys, and my daughter Maggie's a sophomore at the University of North Carolina. Oh, you call him? All right. Oh, he goes, baby. She's dating a Duke boy. Can you believe it? Broke my heart. Are you a Duke fan?
No. NCAA champion!
They are the NCAA basketball champs. There's no doubt in that.
Roll Tide!
Roll over dead. No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing. I love the SEC. I'm all for the SEC. I love SEC and North Carolina. Your heart goes where your money goes, ladies and gentlemen. My daughter Maggie brought a boy home about 6 weeks ago. This boy, he actually graduated in North Carolina, and now he's in seminary at Duke. Whoa. How do you not like a kid that goes to seminary? You know? How do you take him aside and say, look, whatever you're thinking about doing to my daughter, I'm going to do it to you tomorrow? You know? Wow.
Bless your heart.
I did say that to one of the boys that took her on a date one time. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to play this for her. Maggie, she's in Chapel Hill tonight. I was there to see her daddy home, sir. This will be better. I was there to see her daddy for a sit-down man-to-man. It wasn't any secret I'd be asking for him. I guess that's why he left me waiting in the living room by myself, with at least a dozen pictures of her sitting on the shelf. She was playing Cinderella, riding her first bike, jumping on the bed and looking for a pillow fight, running through the sprinklers, the big popsicle green, and dancing with her dad, looking up at him. In her eyes I'm Prince Charming, but to him I'm just some fella riding in and stealing Cinderella. I leaned in towards those pictures to get a better look at one, when I heard a voice behind me whisper, ain't she something, son? I said, yes, sir, she's quite a woman. And he just stared at me, and I realized that in his eyes he would always be, she would always be, playing Cinderella. Right, maybe she was talking about me. I don't know. Maybe that's what he was thinking the whole time. Playing Cinderella, riding her first fight, jumping on the bed and looking for a pillow fight, running through the sprinklers, the big popsicle grin, and dancing with her dad, and looking up at him. In her eyes I'm Prince Charming, but to him I'm just some fella riding in and stealing Cinderella. He used to lap me on the shoulder, then he'd call her in the room. And when she'd do her arms around him, that's when I could see it too. She was playing Cinderella, riding that first bite, jumping on the bed and looking for a pillow fight, running through the sprinklers, the big popsicle grin, and still dancing with her daddy, and looking up to him. So if he gives me a hard time, I can't blame the fella. I'm the one who's stealing Cinderella.
Rutherford. That's a great song.
Duke, 1984.
1984.
Ohio State 2014 football. Angelina Presley right now. Give her a hand.
Give me an A. G-E-E-L-A.
Wrong.
E-E-E.
A-N-G-E-L-I-N-A.
Wrong.
A-N-G-E-L-E-E-N-A.
Wrong. It's the hillbilly spelling.
How do you spell Angelina?
A-N-G-A-L.
L-E-E-N-A, but that's not the right spelling. That's the way my mom spelled it, because she didn't know how to spell it.
Well, then who's really wrong here, Angelina?
You. And just so everybody knows, I still hate Christian Laettner.
Her. I'll have what she's having.
Calm down, pistol.
Well, speaking of, I'll play y'all a song. The story behind it is I was on my way back to Kentucky to visit. Yes! Go Big Blue.
Wildcats.
And I broke down on this road called the Mountain Parkway, which is not the road that you want to break down on. There's like nothing, cell phones don't work, there's nothing for miles. So, yes. In some parts, yes.
Battle faster, boy. That's like here in banjo.
But, so I broke down and my muffler had fallen off my car, but like not all the way. So it was just dragging and sparks were flying. And so I thought, okay, what can I do? And my dad's a coal miner and I was always his little helper and he can fix anything with duct tape. And he taught me how to do that, so I can do that too. So I said, all right, I've got my guitar in the trunk. So I got my guitar out, ripped a string off, got under the car, tied up the muffler with my guitar string, and drove it like that for a solid month.
Once again, I find myself erotically charged at this moment.
So I'm pretty handy, but that gave me an idea for a song that really changed my life. And you know, this music is made in Tennessee, and there also for me, I made a family in Tennessee with people like Bob and Rivers, and you know, we songwriters, we're like a family. And I found a couple of girls who are my sort of family, and everybody in Nashville, when I started playing these songs in Songwriter rounds, they would be like, "What? Really?" And everybody told me no until these two girls, and this is the first song we ever sang together. It's called Lemon Drop. My muffler's tied on with a guitar string, oh, $7,000 to a buying machine, for this car is ever really mine. Some fine day, I'll drive her downtown, get a burger, fries, and a Royal Crown, thanking God that I'll never have to pay another dime. My life is like a lemon drop, I'm sucking on the bitter to get to the sweet part. I know there are better days ahead. I've got dirty shirts and worn out jeans, oh, 2 dozen quarters to the washing machine, for these clothes will never really shine. But I got me a man who just don't care if his little darling's got underwear. I know someday I'm gonna be his wife. My life is like a lemon drop, I'm sucking on the bitter to get to the sweet part. I know there are better days ahead. Got thrift store curtains in the windows of my home. I'm paying for a house my landlord owns. Bought a TV on a credit card. It'll take me 10 years. Pay it off, but some fine day I'll be drinking a beer
love that. Okay, I have to say this, and I'm so proud to be seeing this, but is that a Partridge Family t-shirt? This man has a Partridge Family t-shirt on. Let's hear it for the Partridge Family. Come on, man. I love it.
Can you sing a Partridge Family song?
No.
Me neither.
Well, I'm not happy about the fact that we're at the end of our show tonight.
What?
Yes. We're at the end of our show. It's unbelievable. This has just been so awesome. We can't thank you enough for supporting us. Thank you very much. You are just the best. You invite us back and we'll be back. As a matter of fact, can we leave our stuff set up till the next show? No. Thank you all. And before I forget, BMI, Broadcast Music Incorporated, is also a sponsor. Always behind us today. National Music City, old Butch Spearden and his folks. We want to thank them too. And especially the state of Tennessee and Maiden, Tennessee. Thank you for making this happen. We'll be back if you want us to.
But most of all, y'all for be coming out tonight on a Wednesday night to hear a bunch of hillbillies get up and play music. Thank y'all for being here coming out. And I do need to say one thing before Tim tells his story and sings his song. I brought CDs if anybody's interested. I'll be here at the stage at the end of the show. Come up and talk to me. I'd love to put one in your hand.
Now, the rest of us, we didn't bring CDs, but if you want to give us $20 tonight, we'll sign River's CD, and then we'll make sure you get yours later.
But for
You can
me,
get mine on iTunes.
and if each of you just gives me $5, you can steal all my shit on the internet. Just have at it. I just want $5. Just give me $5. Tim Nichols.
He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me. When a moment came to stop me dying. He said I spent most of the next day looking at the x-ray, talking about the options, talking about sweet time. I asked him when it sank in, this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? I said, man, what'd you do? He said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.76 on a bull named Fu Manchu. And I loved deeper and I spoke sweeter and I gave forgiveness I've been denied. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. Will you sing it with me?